Hello students, welcome to Social Studies class. Today we are going to learn about the early states in India. Students, we have already studied about the new kingdoms which emerged in the later Vedic period. The new kingdom emerged from 600 BCE and they were Janpads and Mahajanpads. Okay, so what are Janpads and Mahajanpads? Janpads comes from two words. It's derived from two words, Jana and Padas. Jana means people and Pad means food. So where people kept their food, where people started settling, okay, where they settled is known as Mahajanpad. As we know that Mahajanpads, when they increased, they became more powerful, became Mahajanpads. Okay, so we get to know about this Janpads and Mahajanpads from the Vedic text, from the religious text and Buddhist text. Okay, from the Vedic text means from Ramayana and all such literature. Okay, from the Puranic literature. So we came to know about the early states from Vedic text, religious text and Buddhist text. So what happened when they started settling? Okay, what happened when they started settling at a place, when they remained and settled in the place? The result was the rise in agriculture production. Okay, what happened? Agriculture production increased, and due to the surplus agriculture, now everyone does not have had to do agriculture. Okay, some people now could do some other occupation. This gave in the rise of cities. Okay, agriculture productivity बढ़ गई, right? एग्रीकल्चर प्रोडक्ट्स सरप्लस अमाउंट में होने लगे, जिसकी वजह से अभी सबको एग्रीकल्चर करने की ज़रूरत नहीं थी. लोग अभी फोकस अपने दूसरे काम पे स्पेशलाइजेशंस में कर सकते थे. उन लोगों ने दूसरे ऑक्यूपेशन स्टार्ट किए, राइट, एंड दिस गिव द राइज टू सिटी, जिसकी वजह से सिटीज़ भी बनना स्टार्ट हो गई. What was the result of settling at a place? It was the rise of agricultural productivity, use of iron. Okay, people started using iron and this led to the flourishing trade. आयरन का यूसेज इंक्रीज हो गया, जिसके वजह से ट्रेड में भी हेल्पफुल होने लगा. आयरन से वो लोग ने वेपन्स बनाए, डिफरेंट आर्टिकल्स बनाए. ओके, एंड सोसाइटीज़ फॉर्म होने लगी. एज पीपल सेटल्ड इन द सेम प्लेस, डिफरेंट क्लाइंट्स सेटल्ड इन अ प्लेस, society classes also emerged. Now this social transformation, okay, this transition led to political changes. इसके वजह से क्या हुआ? Political changes आए. Okay, what were the political changes? How were their political systems? They had their own kingdom. Okay, so kingdoms form हो गए. कुछ किंगडम्स थे वो रिपब्लिक थे और कुछ थे वो मोनार्की बेस्ड थे. रिपब्लिक मीन्स द पीपल यूज टू इलेक्ट देयर लीडर और किंग. ओके, सो दे हैड देयर ओन किंगडम, their taxation system, their army, their trade, their crafts, activities, etc. Okay, so they had their own kingdom, their own taxation system, their administration, their army, their trade and craft activities, etc. Some were monarchies, that is ruled by king on a hereditary basis. Okay, so there were two systems. First was republic, in which rulers were elected, and another was monarchy. Now there were 16 Mahajanpadas, okay, and the Mahajanpadas were made in such a way, they were built in such a way that they had the forts were made in such a way that they protected people from external attacks, from external invasion, okay. महाजनपदास में जो रूलर्स थे उन लोगों ने फोर्ट्स ऐसे प्लान किए थे, ऐसे बनवाए थे जिससे प्रोटेक्शन मिलता था पीपल को, पब्लिक को और उनको भी, ताकि एक्सटर्नल यानी बाहर से कोई भी अटैक दूसरे उसका नहीं हो, ओके. सो इट प्रोटेक्टेड पीपल फ्रॉम एक्सटर्नल अटैक्स. महाजनपदास were mostly of monarchy based, okay, but there were republic Mahajanpadas also, republic based Mahajanpadas bhi the, and this republic Mahajanpadas were known as Ganas or Sanghas. How was the administration? Okay, the king of Mahajanpadas used to collect taxes, okay, used to get the revenue in the form of taxes. These taxes were used in various works like maintaining army, carrying out public welfare, paying salary and running the administration. ओके, जो रेवेन्यू मिलती थी इन द फॉर्म ऑफ टैक्स, द किंग यूज टू कलेक्ट अ टैक्स, उससे वो क्या करते थे, आर्मी मेंटेन करते थे, ओके, सब वेपन्स वगैरह सब उनके लिए अरेंज करते थे, ओके. ही यूज टू मेंटेन अ आर्मी, ही यूज टू कैरी द पब्लिक वेलफेयर एक्टिविटीज, ओके, वर्क्स. ही यूज टू पे द सैलरीज टू different officials of the kingdom. He used to run the administration, okay. He used to pay the ministers and all the officials also. So this was how the king used to use the tax, the revenue received, and he used to pay these things to the army men and the officials, ministers, etc. Okay, from whom were the tax collected? The king used to take the revenue from the traders, craftsmen and farmers, okay. So farmers had to pay the tax in the form of product, okay. They used to give 1/6 of their produce, okay. जितना भी प्रोडक्शन हुआ है उसमें से 1/6 पार्ट एज अ रेवेन्यू पे करना होता था, एज अ टैक्स पे करना होता था, ओके. सो 1/6 ऑफ द प्रोडक्शन वॉज पेड एज अ टैक्स, and the tax was also taken from traders, craftsmen and people with different occupations. Towns, because these taxes were taken and it was checked that it is used properly, okay. Fortifications were made and different infrastructural works were also done with this taxation received. A Mahajanpada was usually ruled from the capital city. Mahajanpada, the king used to rule from the capital city. There were intense rivalry among the Mahajanpadas. Okay, there was competition. Okay, there were the fights between different Mahajanpadas. Okay, for the power, the king had rivalries, resulting in frequent wars. Because of this, the wars broke out. The capital cities such as Kashi, Kausambi, Shurashwati, Ujjain and Rajgriha, okay, The capital cities such as Kashi, Kaushambi, Saraswati, Ujjain and Rajgriha, modern Rajgriha, were therefore fortified. They were fortified, बड़े बड़े किले और बड़े बड़े walls बनाए थे against the enemy attacks by high walls built around them. Okay, हाई बहुत ही लंबी हाइट की वॉल्स बनाई थी, बाउंड्री बनाई थी, जिससे इसकी प्रोटेक्शन मिल सकता था. एंड द फोर्टिफिकेशंस वर यूजुअली मेड ऑफ मड, स्टोन, वुड और ब्रिक्स. ओके, ये सब मटेरियल्स से फोर्टिफिकेशन होता था. नाउ द नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज रेवेन्यू. रेवेन्यू मीन्स इनकम. ओके, रेवेन्यू का मतलब इनकम है. अभी किंगडम के लिए क्या इनकम हो सकती है? एक किंग के लिए क्या होगी उसकी इनकम? टैक्स होगी, राइट. टैक्स कलेक्टर्स कलेक्टेड द टैक्स फ्रॉम पीपल. ठीक है, टैक्स कलेक्टर जो थे वो टैक्स कलेक्ट करते थे ऑन इन द ऑर्डर्स ऑफ किंग. टैक्सेस कुड बी पेड इन मनी और इन द काइंड, डिफरेंट काइंड, लाइक गिविंग गुड्स. लैंड टैक्स फैच द मैक्सिमम रेवेन्यू. लैंड टैक्स जो है, जो फार्मर्स की टैक्स थी, वो सबसे ज़्यादा होती थी. सो अ शेयर कॉल्ड भाग वॉज कलेक्टेड. तो शेयर क्या होता था? एक भाग होता था जो कि 1/6 ऑफ द एग्रीकल्चरल प्रोड्यूस होता था. यानी जितना भी प्रोडक्शन हुआ है एक फार्मर का उसकी लैंड पे, उसका 1/6 पार्ट, 1/6 प्रोडक्शन उसे एज अ टैक्स देना होता था. हैड टू बी गिवन एज अ टैक्स. क्राफ्टमैन एंड मर्चेंट्स ऑल्सो हैड टू पे रेगुलर टैक्सेस. क्राफ्टमैन, ट्रेडर्स, मर्चेंट, उन सबको भी टैक्स पे करना पड़ता था. समटाइम्स टैक्सेस हैड टू बी पेड इन द फॉर्म ऑफ अनपेड लेबर. यानी काफ़ी बार टैक्सेस कोई कोई लोगों से ऐसे भी टैक्स लिया जाता था कि उन्हें काम करवाया जाता था और उन्हें कुछ उसके सामने कुछ पे नहीं किया जाता था. दैट मीन्स टैक्सेस हैड टू बी पेड इन द फॉर्म ऑफ अनपेड लेबर. लेबर मीन्स टू वर्क, टू डू समथिंग in free of cost. So that was also considered as a tax. The revenue collected was spent on paying the salaries to the people in administration, on public works like construction of roads and canals, and on maintaining the standing army. Okay. As I told you that the revenue collected was used on paying the salaries, okay, maintaining the army, carrying out the public welfare works like construction of road, canals, and maintaining the army. The next point is trade. Good roads encourage the trade. Because of the good roads and good routes, trade also flourished. इवन ओवर लॉन्ग डिस्टेंसेस लोग दूर से भी ट्रेडिंग करते थे. ओवरसीज ट्रेड ऑल्सो गेन्ड इम्पॉर्टेंस. ट्रेड वॉज डन विद इन आवर रीजन एंड विद सम अदर रीजन्स ऑल्सो. ओके, ओवरसीज ट्रेडिंग मीन्स ट्रेडिंग फ्रॉम डिफरेंट outside regions. Okay, so overseas trade also gained importance. Bri-Gukacha became an important trading port. Bri-Gukacha became an important port. Money in the form of punch-marked coins made of copper and silver. Okay, money was in the form of punch-marked coins. Okay, and the coins were made of copper and silver. These coins began to be used in trade. Yet coins as a currency use होने लगे. Earlier trading was done through only barter. पहले हमने पढ़ा कि एक्सचेंज ही होता था. There was a barter system that goods के अगेंस्ट में सर्विस या goods के अगेंस्ट में दूसरा goods exchange होता था. That is known as barter system, and now the trading was done using these coins also. Merchants and craftsmen involved in the same trade or craft formed the guilds, shrenis. These guilds regulated the quality, distribution and prices of goods produced. Now we can say that towns became a good marketplace for artisans, for craftsmen and for traders. जो टाउन्स थे वो भी बहुत ही अच्छा मार्केट बन गए थे, वहाँ पे बहुत ही ट्रेडिंग होता था. मर्चेंट क्राफ्टमैन वॉज एक एसोसिएशन उन्होंने बनाया था, एक ग्रुप बनाया था, हु चेक्ड ओवर द क्वालिटी एंड द डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन एंड प्राइजेस ऑफ गुड्स. ठीक है. नाउ सोशल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. कास्ट रिजिडिटीज इंक्रीज्ड. कास्ट रिजिडिटी इंक्रीज हो गई थी. आपको मैंने आपको पता होगा कि देयर वर 5 वर्णास. ओके. ब्राह्मण्स, क्षत्रिय, शूद्र and all these varnas existed and caste rigidity increased. यानी शूद्र है उसको अनटचेबल माना जाता था, उनके साथ बहुत भेदभाव करते थे. सो कास्ट रिजिडिटीज इंक्रीज्ड. स्ट्रिक्ट रूल्स गवर्नड ईच कास्ट. ओके. इंटरमैरिज एंड इंटरडाइनिंग बिटवीन द कास्ट वर नॉट अलाउड. इंटरमैरिज यानी एक कास्ट की डॉटर दूसरे कास्ट के सन के साथ मैरिज नहीं कर सकते थे. अ फीमेल ऑफ वन कास्ट वुड नॉट मैरी द मेल ऑफ अनदर कास्ट और अनदर क्लैन. ओके. सो दिस वॉज वेरी रिजिड एंड interdining was also not allowed. Means to sit and eat together with different caste were also not allowed. To party with other caste, to enjoy with other caste was also not allowed. The trades and crafts of the Shrenis became hereditary, and the trades and crafts became hereditary. Yani if my father is a jewelry maker, then his son will only do jewelry maker. Okay. If my father is a gold we can say Sony, okay, goldsmith and gold seller, then other people can't do this same work. यानी जिसके भी फादर थे उनके ही सन गोल्ड का बिजनेस, ज्वेलरी का बिजनेस कर सकते हैं. सो ऑल दिस बिकेम ऑन द हेरिडिटरी बेसिस. मीन्स जो लेबर वर्क करते हैं उनके सन या उनके फैमिली मेम्बर्स को लेबर वर्क ही करने का. सो इट बिकेम हेरिडिटरी एंड इट वॉज वेरी रिजिड एंड अनफेयर. ओके. These were the 16 Mahajanpadas. The first one is Gandhar, second one is Kamboja, third one Matsya, fourth one Sursena, fifth one Kuru, sixth one Panchal, seventh one Koshula, eighth one Kashi, ninth one Vatsava, 10th Mala, 11th Vajji, 12th Anga, 13th Magda, 14th Chedi, 15th Avanti, 16th Ashmaka. Okay, these were the 16 Mahajanpadas, and their capitals are also given. Their location is given. You can see this location in your map. Okay. And the type of rule, whether they were monarchy or whether they were republic, is specified here. So you can make this table in your fair note book. आपको ये table अपने fair note book में भी बनाना है. Okay. Make this chapter, write the heading of the chapter और उसके बाद में आपको ये table बनाना है. So Gandhar was monarchy, means the king of hereditary base rule the kingdom. यानी king का son जो है वही rule कर सकता है. Okay. And Kamboja was republic. Republic यानी the leader was elected, the king was elected amongst the people through election. Okay. I hope you are clear with this. Let's see this Mahajanpadas on the map. Okay, I have marked the Mahajanpadas on the map. You can take the screenshot of this map and you can mark these regions on the map. These are the 16 Mahajanpadas of early states in India. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . we are going to study about two महाजनपदास in detail. इन महाजनपदास में से दो महाजनपदास को हम डिटेल में पढ़ने वाले हैं. These two महाजनपदास were very powerful and were very accurate. Okay, these were very powerful and the biggest महाजनपदास. Okay, so the first one we are going to study is the Republic State of Vajji. Okay, Mahajanpadas, these two Mahajanpadas, the first one is the Republic of Vajji. Okay, Vajji, also known as Vriji, was a Gana Sangha. Republic Mahajanpadas were known as Gana or Sangha or Gana Sangha. Okay, so as I told you that Mahajanpadas, Republic Mahajanpadas were known as Ganas or Sanghas. So Vajji was a Republic Mahajanpad, and that is the state ruled by the heads of the family belonging to the clan or by the chief of the several clans. Now Vajji was combined state of 8 clans, यानी 8 ट्राइब 8 क्लैन के लोग यहाँ पर रहते थे, वज्जी में सेटल हुए थे. सो इट वॉज अ कंबाइंड क्लैन ऑफ 8 क्लैन्स. ओके, वज्जी was ruled by a head of the family belonging to a clan. So there is a possibility that 8 क्लैन के 8 हेड्स थे, वो लोग फॉर्म करके उसमें से इलेक्ट करके लीडर्स फॉर्म होते थे. Or by the chief of several clans. Okay, Gana refers to those who claim equal status and Sangha means to assembly. Vajji was a confederacy of 8 clans. I told no, it was combined, 8 clans were combined and formed the Mahajanpada, and their chief of several clans, यानी उनके जो बड़े बड़े हम कहते हैं कि लीडर होते थे क्लैन्स के, वो लोग साथ में मिलकर भी असेंबली बनाते थे. असेंबली मीन्स अ ग्रुप. ओके, एंड दे यूज टू रूल. Vajji was a confederacy of 8 clans. Among these 8 clans, the most important were Licchavis and the Videhans. ओके, अभी 8 क्लैन थे, उसमें से सबसे ज़्यादा इम्पॉर्टेंट क्लैन था लिच्छावी. ओके, एंड वैदहंस. It is believed that Vajji was ruled by an assembly of more than 7,000 clan representatives and leaders. Vajji को रूल कौन करता था? The assembly of more than 7,000 clan representative, यानी अलग अलग 7,000 क्लैन थे. ओके, मेन क्लैन 8 बट देर वर 7,000 क्लैन के चीफ में से इलेक्टेड मेंबर्स थे जो वज्जी को रूल करते थे. एंड एल्डर्स ईच कॉल्ड अ राजा. ओके, हर एक क्लैन का जो एल्डर था उसे राजा कहते थे, रूलर. दिस मेंबर्स ऑफ द असेंबली टुगेदर टुक डिसीजन ऑन ऑल द मेजर इशू. मेजर इश्यूज में ये लोग साथ में मिलके डिसीजन लेते थे. डिस्कशन वॉज टेकन एंड द डिसीजन वॉज टेकन बाय दिस असेंबली. वज्जी हैड इट्स कैपिटल एट वैशाली. वज्जी का कैपिटल था वैशाली. Gana Sanghas such as Vajji flourished around the time when Gautam Buddha founded Buddhism and Vardhamana Mahavir founded Jainism. Okay, so Vajji कब फ्लरिश हुआ, कब ग्रोथ हुआ वज्जी का, प्रोग्रेस हुआ एट द टाइम ऑफ गौतमा बुद्धा फाउंडेड बुद्धिज्म, जब गौतम बुद्ध ने बुद्धिज्म फाइंड किया और महावीरा वर्धमाना महावीरा ने जैनिज्म फाइंड किया. इनफैक्ट बोथ दिस ग्रेट थिंकर्स बिलोंग टू गना संघास and both this belong to Gana Sanghas, यानी independent republic states of Shakya clan and Mahavira to the Jantrika clan of Vajji. And this Vajji was located near the Terai region in Nepal, and to the northern side there were river. Okay, it was a river, गंगा रिवर, एंड टू द वेस्टर्न साइड देर वॉज गंडक रिवर. ओके, इनकी लोकेशन कैसी थी? नॉर्थन साइड में इट वॉज हैविंग गंगा एंड वेस्टर्न साइड रिवर वॉज हैविंग गंडक रिवर. उनके ईस्टर्न पार्ट में था फॉरेस्ट कोशी और रिवर महानदी रिवर. ओके. Next, we are going to study about the monarchy of Magda. Okay, the Mahajanpada Magda, which was monarchy based, means the ruler was the king and it was hereditary based. The monarchy of Magda emerged as the most powerful Mahajanpada by the 6th century BC. Okay, monarchy of Magda became powerful by 6th century BC. What were the natural advantages? Okay, the monarchy of Magda had rich natural resources. Resources at Magda were very rich. Magda had rich natural resources. The forest yielded timber for making chariot boats and buildings. Okay, the forest gave the wood, the timber, which is one kind of wood, which were used to make chariot, boat and buildings. Okay, which were used to make the different chariots, means the wheels and the vehicles, the boats and the buildings. The iron ore deposits provided iron for making weapons. Okay, the land had the iron ore deposit. Okay, iron ore होने की वजह से आयरन की अवेलेबिलिटी थी, जिस आयरन को यूज़ करके वो वेपन और टूल्स बनाते थे. सो मगधा हैड रिच iron ore deposits which provided iron, and the iron was used to make weapons and tools. And elephant from the forest increased Magda's military strength, क्योंकि the forest had elephants and the elephants were tamed and trained in such a way that it increased the military strength. Okay, एलिफेंट थे फॉरेस्ट के जिनको ट्रेनिंग दी जाती थी. ओके, ट्रेन करके उनको आर्मी में यूज़ किया जाता था, जिससे मगधा की आर्मी बहुत ही स्ट्रॉन्ग हो गई. एज द एलिफेंट्स इन दोज डेज सर्व्ड एज टैंक्स यूज्ड इन वॉर्स टुडे. ओके, एंड दिस सर्व्ड एज अ टैंक्स दैट इज यूज्ड टुडे. The rivers such as Ganga and Son provided water and made the land fertile. Okay, Magda was located near the river Ganga. Okay, Magda was located near the Ganga river in the north, and it was located, Champa was in its west. So, because of this, the son Sona was in the west. So because of this availability of the river nearby, it had a good water supply and this made the land fertile. The rivers also promoted transport and trade. Okay, transport was done through the sea route. Magda was ruled by one or two tribe or clans. Okay, in Magda there were two clans, and the two major religions followed were Jainism and Buddhism. Magda was ruled by Bimbisara, who was the founder of Haryanka dynasty. Okay, this is the extra knowledge that I am giving you. Magda was ruled by Bimbisara, King Bimbisara, and Magda's capital was Rajgriha. Okay, Rajgriha. Magda's capital was Rajgriha, and the geographical location gave the advantage to the region Magda, to the Mahajanpada Magda. जो geographical area थी, geographical location थी, it was surrounded by river. Okay, Magda was surrounded by river Ganga in the north, Champa in the east, and Sona in the west. Okay, so the river Son or Sona was in the west, and down there was the mountain Vindhya. Okay, So the location was favorable for the Mahajanpada Magda. Okay, and what were the reasons of expansion? Reasons for expansion was the geographical area, because Magda was not at an easy location which can be attacked. Magda के आसपास रिवर थी और माउंटेन थी, सो इट हैड एन एडेड एडवांटेज कि वहाँ पर अटैक इजीली कोई नहीं कर सकता था. सो इट एक्ट एज अ नेचुरल बाउंड्री ऑल्सो. ओके, नेचुरल प्रोटेक्शन भी था. Now the land was very fertile. The land was very fertile, and due to the river availability, water availability, the water supply was available, and trade was also possible through the sea route. Okay, Magda, in the land of Magda, it was having the iron ore mines. Magda was having iron ore mines in the hilly areas, which gave iron to make tools and weapons. Okay, the forest gave the wood timber. Okay, the forest gave the wood timber and the elephants. तो टिम्बर से अलग अलग चीज़ें वो लोग बनाते थे, जैसे कि बोट, बिल्डिंग्स, चैरियट्स, और एलिफेंट को वो लोग ट्रेन करते थे. दे ट्रेन्ड एंड टेम्ड एलिफेंट टू वर्क in the military, so they increased their military strength. Strong rulers. Magda had efficient rulers who increased its power and prosperity. The rulers of Magda, the king of Magda was very powerful, and the powerful king and the natural advantages of Magda helped Magda to prosper a lot. Among these rulers were Bimbisara. I told you Bimbisara was the king of Magda, and Bimbisara son Ajatashatru and Mahapadmananda. Okay, these were all the strong rulers of Magda. They expanded Magda's territories through wars and alliances. Okay, they increased the territory through wars and through association. Alliance yani association. Bimbisara had his successor Ajatashatru and had their capital at Rajgriha. The king Bimbisara, okay, the king Bimbisara had and his successor यानी उनका बेटा जो उनके बाद किंग बना अजातशत्रु had its capital at Rajgriha. Okay. They built roads and canals. Okay, they built road and canals and promoted river trade. Okay, I told you they promoted the trade through river, through waterway, maritime trade. And Ajatashatru fortified Patliputra, modern Patna. Okay, Ajatashatru ने पटना के आसपास, पाटलिपुत्र के आसपास वॉल्स बनवा दी, फ्रॉम वेयर ही कुड कंट्रोल द गंगेटिक प्लेन, जहाँ से वो गंगा के आसपास की रीजन कंट्रोल करते थे, एंड ट्रेड अलोंग द गंगा. द ग्रेट रिलीजियस थिंकर्स गौतम बुद्धा एंड महावीरा रिसीव्ड द सपोर्ट ऑफ बिम्बिसारा एंड अजात शत्रु. अभी गौतम बुद्ध और महावीरा उनको भी बहुत ही सपोर्ट मिला. किंग बिम्बिसारा और अजात शत्रु ने उनको सपोर्ट किया. Rivalry between Magda and Vajji became intense during Ajatashatru's reign. अभी rivalry यानी fight, competition. Okay, competition between Magda and Vajji became intense during Ajatashatru's rule. Okay, जब अजातशत्रु रूल कर रहे थे तब मगधा और वज्जी के बीच में बहुत ही इंटेंस कंपटीशन हुआ. The Buddha did not want the Republic Vajji to lose out to. ठीक है, बुद्धा को नहीं अच्छा था. बुद्धा did not wanted that the Vajji should lose. Okay, the Buddha did not want the Republican Vajji, means independent Vajji, to lose out to the monarchy. Okay, so Buddha wanted that Vajji should remain should not come under the control of Ajatashatru, should not be a monarchy. Monarchy yani hereditary king based. So he said that Vajji would remain strong. So he said that Vajji would remain strong if its rulers followed established rules and met often and took decisions together. सो बुद्धा ने क्या एडवाइस दिया, सजेशन दिया कि वज्जी वुड रिमेन स्ट्रॉन्ग इफ़ द रूलर्स फॉलोड द एस्टैब्लिश रूल्स, अगर रूलर्स है वो रूल्स फॉलो करते हैं एंड मिलते रहते हैं और डिसीजन लेते रहते हैं. यानी वहाँ के जो रूलर्स थे, ओके आई टोल्ड यू द वज्जी वॉज नॉट हैविंग अ वन रूलर, डिफरेंट लीडर्स एंड असेंबलीज रूल्ड द वज्जी. Okay, Vajji was a republican state. So the leader of the clans ruled the Mahajanpada. So what Gautam Buddha suggested that if the rulers followed the established rules and met often and took decisions together, if they are united, they work united, they take decisions united, it will become strong. And this gave the freedom to women and respected saint. Okay. By the time Mahapadmananda, by the time Mahapadmananda became king, the Magdhan capital had been shifted to Patliputra. जब तक महापद्मानंदा किंग बन रहे थे, अजातशत्रु के बाद की बात है, जब महापद्मानंदा बिकेम द किंग, मगधन कैपिटल, जो मगधा का कैपिटल था, वो शिफ्ट हो चुका था पाटलिपुत्रा. ओके, वी स्टडीड दैट during Bimbisara's and Ajatashatru's rule, the capital was राजगृहा. ठीक है, मगधा का कैपिटल क्या था? राजगृहा. एट द टाइम ऑफ द रूलर बिम्बिसारा, बिम्बिसारा ने राजगृहा को कैपिटल बनाया था. सो जब महापद्मानंदा रूल करने आए, जब वो रूलर बने, किंग बने, तब मगधा का कैपिटल शिफ्ट हो चुका था पाटलिपुत्रा. ओके, महापद्मानंदा बॉट द एंटायर गैंगेटिक प्लेन अंडर हिज कंट्रोल. महापद्मानंदा ने क्या किया? पूरा गंगा के आसपास का पूरा रीजन, पूरा जो पार्ट था वो अपने कंट्रोल में ले लिया था. ठीक है. सो महापद्मानंदा became the king after Ajatashatru, okay, and he brought the entire Gangetic plain around under his control. Okay children, we end this chapter here. Hope you liked the chapter. Yes, hope you enjoyed this chapter. Do write the table that I told you. Okay, the table you have to write of 16 Mahajanpadas in your fair notebook, and you have to write the remaining homework sent to you in PDF. Okay children, take care of yourself, stay positive, bye.